called his 12 together. He gave them power and authority over demons, diseases, to preach the word, to make this journey a priority. Take nothing for the journey, neither staff nor bag nor money. If you're not received in the city, shake dust off your feet as a testimony. They departed and went through the town, preaching the gospel and healing. Herod heard all that was done by him, had a difficult time yielding. The apostles, when they returned, told Jesus all that they had done. He took them into a deserted place. They followed him. He healed them one by one. When the day began to wear away, the 12 came and said to him, "Send the people away to eat, to lodge, and get some provisions." "You give them something to eat." They said, "We've only 5 loaves and 2 fish. Unless we buy food for all these people, there are about 5,000 men." Sitting them down in groups of 50, he took the 5 loaves and 2 fish. Looking up to heaven, he blessed, provided for each a fine dish. They all ate and were filled. 12 baskets left over, fragments were taken by them. As he was praying, he asked them, saying, "Who do men say that I am?" Some say the Baptist, some say Elijah, others say one of the old prophets has risen. "But who do you say that I am?" Peter said, "You're the Christ, the Son of God." He warned them to tell no one, saying, "The Son of Man must suffer dismay, be rejected by the elders, chief priests, and scribes, be killed and raised on the 3rd day. If anyone desires to follow me, let him deny himself and take up his cross. If you try to save your life, you'll lose it. Lose life for me, you won't suffer loss. What profit is it to gain the world, and to himself is destroyed or lost? Some standing here will not see death till they see the kingdom of God." It came to pass about 8 days later, taking Peter, James, and John to pray. As he prayed, his appearance was altered, and his robe became brighter than day. Moses and Elijah talked with him and spoke of his demise. Peter and those were heavy with sleep. They saw his glory and were paralyzed. It happened as the 2 departed from him. Peter said, "It's good for us to camp out. Let's make tents for Moses, Elijah, and you." Peter, not knowing what he was talking about. A cloud overshadowed them, and they were fearful. A voice came and said, "This is my son." When the voice had ceased, Jesus was alone. The disciples kept quiet and told no one. It happened when they came down from the mountain. A man from the multitude cried out, saying, "Teacher, I implore you, he is my only child. Please help us." For he stood there praying. A spirit seizes him. He cries out, convulsing him. He foams at the mouth. It departs from him, sometimes with bruises. Your disciples couldn't help us out. Jesus said, "O faithless generation, how long shall I bear with you? Bring your son here." The demon convulsed, healing the child without much ado. Amazed at the majesty of God, he said, "Let these words sink deep in your ears. I'll be betrayed into the hands of men." They didn't perceive what happened time and again, when a dispute arose among them as to who would be the greatest. "Become as a child, a little child. He who is least will be in greatness." "Master, we saw someone casting out demons. We forbade him because he doesn't follow us." Jesus said, "Do not forbid him. He who is not against us is for us." It came to pass when the time had come for him to ascend up to heaven, he sent messengers before his face as he headed straight for Jerusalem. Coming to a village of the Samaritans, to those who would not receive him, his disciples got a bit upset, so he set his face towards Jerusalem. When James and John saw this, they said, "Lord, shall we call fire from heaven?" He turned and rebuked them, saying, "I didn't come to destroy them, but to save them." They journeyed, and someone said, "Lord, I'll follow you wherever you go." Foxes have holes, birds have their nests, the Son of Man has no place to lay his head. He said to another, "Follow me." "Lord, let me first bury my father." "Let the dead bury their dead. You go and preach the gospel." Another said, "Lord, I'll follow you. Let me bid my family adieu. Putting your hand to the plow, looking back is not the right thing to do."